Welcome back to another edition of Move Through Motivation.
What?
Before we go any further, make sure you subscribe. And today's challenge is tell a buddy to subscribe. Hit the bells for notification and like the video, all right? We appreciate it. And it doesn't cost you a dime to do that. Here's today's podcast. I go up and down so bad on my podcast. The guys laugh at me all the time because I keep it about as real as possible. We're gonna discuss, right now when this thing's coming out, I'm going in for a scan. It's that time of the year. It's 2 years since I was diagnosed. And I go in for my scan. It's August 10th, and today I'm gonna get a CT chest with and without contrast and a CT abdomen pelvis with contrast. So I'm gonna have to drink some funky liquid, a lot of it, and they will check and see if my lymph nodes are clear of all cancer cells and nothing's there. So the reason I want to do this one is because since I've been diagnosed, I've met a lot of people who are going get scanned or they've gone through cancer and you go back, and it's a little bit of a nerve-wracking week going up into it. I don't worry about it, right? But nerves, I'm human. And sometimes I'm like, did it come back? Or was that bump and bruise that I felt, was that my lymph node? Or, I don't know exactly what it is. And I want to figure out, is it gone? Is Hodge out of my system? And the emotions that go into it that I say are, I kind of prep myself on all alternatives. If I meet the doctor afterwards and she goes, you're clear, you feel like a weight drop out of your stomach, like on a roller coaster. If I get the other news, I prep myself to then say, how do I respond? How do I plan? How do I organize? And with either direction of whichever way it goes, I'm at peace with it. That's that. After getting scans now for 2 years, whatever the scan says, I just am at peace with whatever news I get. I take the news, we translate it, and it's a blessing either way, in the sense of, it's not gonna be a blessing if I get told I have it again, but it's a blessing in the sense that I know what's going on at the current time. I don't have to wait for another scan. I know at this time I'm cancer-free, or I have more cancer in my body. Now, different people react differently. I tell everybody that cancer is like your own personal journey. It's your own roller coaster, and everybody reacts differently. For me personally, nerves used to get a lot underneath me, and I don't know if it's because I'm older and I don't stress out about it as much, or I've been through the darkness so I don't see it, but probably the hardest part about me is laying inside that tube and being patient enough for them to get a good image, because I'm a fidgety dude and I move around a lot. So I don't take any caffeine that morning. I can't drink anything. I can't eat anything. And so I'm kind of on an empty stomach. So it's just, I try to make people laugh when I go in. They got to take blood from me when I go in. So the way it goes, I walk in, City of Hope, they draw my blood, they do all the panels on me, and then I go over to this CT scanning area, and they'll give me with and without contrast. So I'll get I call it the Wolverine stuff in my veins, and then also I'll drink some drink so they can do the contrast, and I get the results the same day. I meet my doctor. She tells me what we know. You're good. You're bad. We're good for another year, and that's what we hope for. But either way, I'm ready for the news. And I typically go alone with this, and Sherry likes to be on the conference call when I meet with the doctor, just to, it's kind of our thing. And now with COVID, you can't bring anybody with you, so I'll be by myself. But I'm ready for it. I get mentally ready for this about 2 months before. So when the day comes leading up to it, I'm not a nervous Nelly. I'm ready to rock and roll. Let's take this and punch it in the mouth. All I ask everybody to do is that when somebody is going, they call it scanxiety. It's a word I've heard. And just pray that day. Pray that the news comes out because somebody's going to get a scan that day and they're not going to get good news, and I may not get good news. And so just pray for everybody getting a scan that day, and who gets a scan. And if you know somebody who's going to get a scan, give them a little love. Send them a message. Be encouraging to them. Messages go a long way with, at least for me it does. And I appreciate the support and love that from everybody in my corner and my team. And everybody has my back. There's not one person on my team that does not and will not do anything if I call and ask them, and I love them for it. So today's motivation for everybody is just put some good vibes in there. I love you guys. I'm grateful for this, the company Move Through Motivation. I'm grateful for my team. Make sure you do subscribe. And we got some really cool things coming up this next weekend. We have our Just Move event, August 15th at Eastvale Community Park. It's a walk. It's a healthy, what I call a health protest. You come out, you move with your family, you exercise, you get some sun, you're 6 feet in social distance, you're out in the open air, it's not an enclosed place, you meet some new people, and you are blessed with being around humans. And you're blessed with meeting somebody you didn't know in the community. And you spend some quality time with your family. And you're getting exercise, which is making your immune system stronger. So we love you. I'm grateful for you. Crush this week. And if you get bad news, you just take the news and make it good news. God bless. Have a good weekend.